What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed, the series where I cover all of the lines of sight, wall runs, and secret spots that I know of on every map in Black Ops 3. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the map Infection. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's start off towards where the A flag is. To get a great line of sight into that window, most people will just come to this head glitch here, and this is pretty good. It's kind of a fair gunfight though. I have a much better line of sight. This is pretty awesome. So if you come all the way back here, you're pretty much going to need an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, or maybe an assault rifle like a burst assault rifle like the M8. There you go. You just hop up on these logs. Excellent line of sight into both of those windows. This is going to be a sweet search and destroy spot, and you can use it in other game modes as well, but you can very easily pick them off. This spot can also be used to challenge people that are going to be coming through this doorway here. It's not quite as good, like you can kind of get a shot on them, but if they're just like sprinting through, it's highly unlikely you'll be able to kill them in time. Unless you strafe right over here, then you get a much better line of sight, but you have to shoot through this stuff, so you will lose a little bit of bullet damage. Now, just as a teaser to keep you guys sticking around to the end of the video, I have an amazing spot to pick off the people that love to camp in this window, and it's going to be from around the A flag area. So it's going to be for those rushers and those flankers out there that don't want to actually come right into this building to try and challenge those people because they're usually ready for you or they have some trip mines set up. But we're going to save that one for last. So just in case you guys weren't aware, there's a nice wall run spot on the outside of this building right here. Very, very straightforward and easy to do. This one doesn't really work so well going this way, like it doesn't really do anything for you, but if you are trying to flank towards the A flag, it's a great way to take them by surprise. You can jump this way, they'll expect you to be coming from that laneway over there, but you can jump over here and just shoot them in the back. Pretty awesome little wall run, but fairly obvious as well. Now if you're at the A flag and you know there's some enemies that are either camping on this head glitch here, or you just know they're coming around that corner, great way to challenge them is to simply jump on this little hay bale here, and there you go. You have great cover against them. You have a slight height advantage as well, so even if they do come to that piece of cover, you have the advantage in this gunfight. Now, those of you that have played this map a lot will know that this is kind of a power position over on the top of those stairs there. You can control pretty much the entire middle area of the map, and it's pretty easy to lock down, and a lot of people come right through this area here and just get picked off because they have no cover, and the enemies have quite a bit of cover from those sandbags there. Great way to take them by surprise is to hop up on this thing back here, crouch, and there you go. You have great cover from this in front of you, and you can easily pick them off through there, and they don't usually see you back here. They're more focused on the people that are out in the open, so it's a pretty sweet line of sight to pick them off from. Now, getting into this building right beside that, if you jump up on these logs right here, a lot of people, they'll come around this corner like crouching, and they'll try and challenge people there. If you just come over here, jump up on these logs, you get a little bit of a different line of sight there, and they don't usually expect this. Usually they're pre-aiming down here, like down towards where these logs are, because they expect you to come crouching around there. When you hop up like that, all they see is a little bit of your head and part of your shoulder through this little crack here, and it's very, very easy for you to pick them off in this situation. Now, right in front of that spot is actually kind of an unexpected power position, and that is this wall right here. From here, you can easily challenge enemies as they come through this area here, because those enemies usually have the advantage over you because they have the height advantage, but with this here, you can actually head glitch this a little bit and easily pick them off. Also from this position, you can see over to where that really common capture spot is for the B flag. Right there is one of the most common capture spots for the B flag, and that's just an easy kill for you. All they can see is the tip of your head, and then also from here, there's that power position over there that you can very easily counter. You can crouch to completely avoid them, stand up, you have a perfect line of sight on those people on the top of the stairs. So this is actually a very powerful and often overlooked position on this map. Another thing I wanted to point out from this wall over here is you can actually get a line of sight all the way to the people that are coming through this building if you just jump up on top of this wall. So if you hop up here, look at that. Great line of sight on those people. They don't usually expect people to have a line of sight on them already. They're only looking for people that are already in this room right here in front of me. They aren't looking for people that are standing way back here, and you can easily pick them off through there. Just be aware you are pretty exposed to the middle of the map, so it's a bit of a situation-dependent spot. Moving on to the B flag. So the common capture spots for the B flag are obviously right here, because it provides you with great cover from anybody that's coming from the other side of the map. Works on both sides, just like this. You can crouch like that, or lay down right there. You'll be completely covered from anybody that's up in those windows and everything that wants to try to shoot you. But one problem with this is it's exactly where they expect you to be. So if they rush you, they'll easily shoot you. Or I just showed you that counter line of sight from over there where you can easily pick people off here. So instead, what I like to do is come right inside this little well thing here. I don't know if it's a well. And you just lay down and slowly creep up like this. You are still hidden from all of those lines of sight over there. You still have great cover from them. most grenades and thermite are going to land like right on the B flag, or maybe right over here if they're a little bit smarter because they're trying to pick the people off here. You avoid all damage to that most of the time, and you also avoid that common line of sight right there. So this is definitely one of the best ways to capture the B flag, in my opinion, is you come right inside the well, you lay down. It works well on both sides of the map. You can lay down and capture from here as well. And that's just a slightly different and a little bit better capture spot in my mind than capturing from this area right here. Now getting over to these stairs right here, this is a very powerful position like I mentioned earlier because you can control a lot of the areas of the map very easily. You have great cover. You can control them coming from any direction aside from behind you, and you have excellent cover to take them out. One line of sight that you guys might not know of is to that window right there where a lot of people love to camp. Instead of jumping up on the sandbags, like if you jump on the sandbags like this, you get a great line of sight to them, but you're really exposing yourself to everywhere else. All you have to do is just come to this perfect point right here, and there you go. You'll be able to see them through there. You'll be able to pick their head off through there. And as long as they're not really paying attention to you there, they won't even see it coming. You'll just take them out without any resistance whatsoever. Now let's just say you have an enemy that is camped in that previous position I was just showing, and you want to flank them. A lot of times people will just flank through here, and they'll get some easy shots on them. That's a good way to challenge them, but a much better way, like if you're a little bit nervous if they're turned around and they're really watching you, is to simply jump up on this railing and push up here and then crouch. You have excellent cover from these sandbags. You'll win this gunfight every single time against those people that are out in the open right there. Now, just over here, just in case you live under a rock and didn't know, you can jump up onto this area right here very easily. And there's also this little floating platform over here. Very obvious to most people. There's also the other floating platform here as a flank route, which I'll just show you real quick. But just in case you guys don't really pay that much attention while you're playing, you may have missed these little jump spots here. Now getting way back over by the C flag here, I've just got a couple spots to cut off people that are going to be flanking you from this side right here. I wouldn't recommend camping on these spots all game, but if you know they're coming around that corner, you might as well take advantage of these spots. First one is actually if you walk up onto this track right here of the tank, you can very easily see over this. You have great cover here. If you crouch, you're completely hidden. Stand up. You can easily pick anybody off that's coming around that corner because they have no cover and you have excellent cover here. A little bit further back, just in case you're like coming off spawn and you know that they're spawning over, or that they're coming from that direction, they're flanking from there. If you come right back here, you can easily pick people off that are posted up on that head glitch there, trying to wait for people to run out into the open and come towards them. This is a much better line of sight on them, and you'll easily be able to pick those people off there, and they'll pretty much have no idea what hit them. Also, one last spot, just to cut off this flank, if somebody is trying to flank all the way around on these floaty things here, I call them floaty things, floaty island pieces, you can easily pick them off from this direction right here. It's not very likely you'll get very many kills doing this, simply because it's not really a common route. So I wouldn't necessarily sit here all game. But if for whatever reason, in some situation, you know that they're all just coming through that way, you might as well back off to this area right here. You have great cover from these walls, and you can just pick them off. They'll have no idea what hit them. So, like I said, I was going to say the best spot for last, and that best spot is a wallbang spot. Actually, two different wallbang spots in order to pick the people off that love to camp in this window. And there's almost always somebody sitting up in that window there. And this is amazing. This is actually going to get you so many kills in a game when you use this properly. So if you're flanking from this side here, if you just line up this piece right here, line that up with the window right there, and shoot through this blue spot right here. There's this like, I think it's like the eagle's head or owl or whatever bird that is. This light blue spot on its head, if you fire right there when you're lined up with this, it's right at that window. It's a free kill right there. You just spray through there, free kill every single time if they're just crouched at that window. And they'll have absolutely no clue what's going on. It'll just be a free kill for you. Now, from the other side, this one is pretty good if you have somebody that's camping up there. A lot of times, even if you're spawning at the A flag, you'll have a guy that's just posted up on the top of the stairs here. Or maybe he's still just posted up on the window, but he's got like trip mines and stuff watching his back. So it's kind of scary to try and rush him through these doors. Best way to pick him off there. This one isn't quite as good as the other one, but it still works. You come right onto the top corner of this thing right here, crouch, and you shoot through this area right in here, just below the wing of this bird. That is right at that window there, and again, it'll just be a free kill, and he'll be very, very confused as to why he died. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Maps Exposed. Let me know in the comment section below which one of the maps you'd like me to cover next. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.